TPS tips: how to find a permanent URL. Our session tonight is going to focus on how do you locate the persistent link that will take you back to a primary source you have discovered at the Library of Congress. On your screen now, you should be looking at the home page for the Library of Congress. I'm going to click on American Memory, and then using the search box at the right top corner, I'm going to type Eleanor Roosevelt, then press search. The result list that appears has a variety of primary sources related to Eleanor Roosevelt, and at the bottom of the page is one I'm interested in: Eleanor Roosevelt talking with woman machinists during her goodwill tour of Great Britain. This is during World War II. Now, if you look at the top of the browser, in the URL or address box, the word temporary appears. This means that this primary source has been located on the fly. And what you see is a temporary link. It will not take you back there. However, if you scroll to the bottom of the screen, you will see a permanent link. And if you right-click and copy that link and then click in the address box and paste it, you will see another entry that has this image. This is your permanent URL. There is a link that will take you to the bibliographic information, the contents about this link. There is a larger JPEG, and there is a very large TIFF resolution. Also, if you click on Share and Save, you can save it to Facebook, to Twitter, to Google. And what I am most interested in, if you click on Save, you can save to your browser favorites. You can actually create a favorite or a bookmark. Click Save, then find a folder that you have previously created for TPS or Library of Congress. Add it. Now let's close this window. Go to our favorites. Look in that folder, TPS. There is Eleanor Roosevelt. And this is the information page. It gives us the title, the creator, the date, 1942, and we can view a larger image, or we can download a JPEG image. But this is our permanent URL. Now, sometimes you locate a primary source at the Library of Congress that doesn't have a digital ID that is the permanent link. Now, what do you do if that happens? Let's go back to the Library of Congress, American Memories homepage, and this time let's search for Abigail Adams portrait. A. Adams, presidential and presidential wives portraits. Here's Abigail. And as I scroll to the very bottom of the page, there is a digital ID, but it is not an HTTP URL or link, so I cannot use that. And if I look at the top of the screen, temp is in the browser address box, so I can't use that. The only other place to look is under Page, or if you're using Firefox, look under View. And then I'm going to View Source, and I see the HTML code for this particular image. And if I scroll to the bottom of this code page, I will see the following URL will result in display of this document. So I want to copy and paste, starting with HTTP, copy, And I'm going to close this, go back to my browser window. I'm going to paste. And if you have not only copied the URL, but the arrow at the end of it, you want to delete that going back to the two parentheses. Click Enter, and you now have a permanent URL. This is not the temporary one. And if you notice, this does not take us to the one which allows you to save to your browser. The Library of Congress is using that as a brand new feature, and all of our sources have not been translated into that version. It's important to always test your URL, as I did, by copying and pasting it into your browser window to make sure that what you have is a permanent link that will take you back to the primary source.